What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you another Ain't Nobody War Recap video. For this one, we have a random spin versus the red line. Came away with the victory on a tie percentage breaker, 91.5 to 90. 81 all-stars for both. So what's funny about this war is Red Line was a clan we wanted to have an arranged war with the same night that we random matched them. For whatever reason that it might be, we just couldn't match. We couldn't agree upon the time for us to agree to basically end the war because of each side had its own obligations in regards to, like, you know, league play, NDL, and things like that, or even CWL. But there's a lot of obligations that people just couldn't, you know, they couldn't do with it. And so at the last moment, I'm talking very last moment, it fell apart and we had to cancel the arranged war, which is funny because then we randomly spin and we matched each other. Breakdown for the, so it's a friendly war with loot. Hooray! The breakdown for this random spin was a 2-9 fill. However, the other side did get an extra Town Hall 10. And of course, it's random, so it is what it is, right? But if you guys noticed, there was one Town Hall 10 that did not attack. I'm not sure what happened there. It's unfortunate. But we kind of viewed it as, well, that just kind of equals it out anyway. My understanding is that it wasn't on purpose because the guy was... We were looking at his base. We were convinced all he had to do was double the last Town Hall 10 there, and they would have won outright. But his base was destroyed and half army filled. So I'm not sure what happened, but he didn't show up to the war, and that's unfortunate because if they doubled this guy, they would have won. But good luck to the Red Line. Hats off to them. Their Town Hall 11 game just stumped us. And Town Hall 9 game absolutely sucked for both sides. And then moving on. For Town Hall 11, we have a 75% dip rate for the Red Line. They did not get a single 10v10. I don't think that's their fault, though, because they had to dip because the Town Hall 9 game was not there, again, for both sides. Looking at the attacks, though, defensively, look at that. We were 1 for 8, actually 1 for 7, because the last one was an 11 on 11. We had a really unfortunate war with Queen AI. It should have been 2 10v10s for Ain't Nobody, but again, Queen AI just prevented that. That'll come in a separate video, so don't worry. Everybody will get to see that raid. 11 on 11 at the very end just didn't work out. That should have been the game winner right there, but didn't work out. So hats off to Talk61. Great base, man. Really good 11 base. For Ain't Nobody, we were perfect on our dips, being 3 for 3. The last one being 11 on 11, just did not fall our way. I believe this is our 6. If you take a look at the Red Line, they're part of CWO and the NDL, as well as the MLCW. If I'm not mistaken, maybe before. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm mixing clans up. But this is the 6th CWO clan that we have beaten. The only CWO arranged war or clan in random potluck or close to matchups that we lost against was the Premier Clan, Emphatic Fury. And that was a great war. So we're looking forward to the future. Let's take a look at the attacks down here. On our side, rather. And let's take a look. I'll have the 10 on 10 3 in its own separate video. It does deserve that. Meanwhile, let's look at some fresh hits. And there's not many that I can pick from that were fresh 3s. Let's talk about Brody here, who hasn't been on the channel too much. I think he was finishing up studies or doing some personal life stuff. But he was able to hop on for this war. Did a shattered Bolalo. Really well executed. Gets 3 air defenses on the way in, the sweeper, the CC, and the queen. He has 2 hounds for 1 air defense. Does better than expected and gets all 4 air defenses. Yeah, gets all 4. This one over here is even behind 2 walls. You'll see what I'm talking about here. Just really great return on investment. He uses all of his spells except for 3 haste on the kill squad. And it's nothing out of the ordinary as far as heavy-wise. He does have a few more extra wizards than normal. A lot of witches in the CC are doing a great job defensively, although the one stat that they didn't tell you in the update is that when the witch dies, she no longer spawns Larrys upon her death. This does not calm down or end or nerf the witch in any way. It is a nerf by definition, but if you ask me, she's not fluffy like a nerf anymore. She's still very much effective. If you take a look at this down here, this bowler and the wizard are the MVP and take down the fourth air defense. But this is actually, I'll show you which raid. We'll get back to that conversation in just a second. This actually is a bad thing, though. You have 2 hounds in the air and no air defenses to pop them. Why is that a bad thing? He doesn't have very many cleanup troops behind him. 2 hounds have 10 lava pups in them each, so you're missing out on 20 cleanup troops right behind you that you now have to dedicate your 3 archers and wizard to, and hope that somebody pops it along the way. Plus, the way that you deploy your hounds are slightly different. You got to basically be a way more cautious and slow play them. As you see, this one hound got 2 black Sams, and so he still has a last unpopped hound, and it's getting kind of scarce as far as for cleanup. But he's a pro, so he's kept 3 loons for the cleanup trash ring on the back end. It's not like he needed them anywhere else because he did so great on that kill squad push. Nice job, Brody, man. That's a textbook shattered Gobo Lalo. Go to ×4, nothing but cleanup. All right, bounce out of here. Let's look at 1 witch attack. Bear with me, guys. It's 1 witch, just 1. Oh, look, we have PB Jr. up in here. Power bang. Hey, it's your ugly redheaded stepchild, illegitimate child up in our clan. Going to PJ right here, fresh hit. PJ was doing a lot of Lalos. PJ reminds me of myself as far as how he looked at this. He was hating on the witches. He's like, no, I'll stick to my Lalo and my Gohos, you know, or my HGH. And then he just started getting wrecked by the witch slaps. He started getting mad, and then he converted. We converted him. I see him using witches now. And his comments was, if it's working, why would I not do this? You know, it's like, yeah, man, it's working. But there's one thing. This is pulse update, so when the witch dies, she no longer spawns Larry's. What you're going to see at the end of this is not an overkill statement. I'm talking Larry's everywhere, witches everywhere. You're not going to see that at the end of this raid. So it did calm down the witches a bit, but it definitely didn't nerf them outright. Still use them. They're still effective. They're just a little bit less forgiving. So again, plan your attacks out. What's kind of funny is the Hound actually got aggroed by the Larrys from the CC line here on the start of his funnel. This is actually a kind of a good thing because the Hound's away from the Queen. And that's always a great thing, but it's a bad thing because now his witches are out of position and they slowly get picked off. However, he did have one witch fortunately hang back, and she broke through the wall with her Larrys and starts. Oh my god, I suck with my notifications. It's late for me. I have a lot of videos to get through. Sorry, excuses, but whatever. Cry me a river and then get over it, right? Nice that he uses the ability right here. We'll go to ×2 just because I want to show more replays and yeah, that's me talking, right? But here we go towards the end of the raid. You guys see what I'm talking about. There's still witches. There's about 5 up on the map. He had 10, I think. But they're just not everywhere. It's not as OP as it used to be, which is, I like it. It's a good thing. It's a good balance. I still think they might need to lower the hit point of the witch a little bit. I still think it needs a slight tweak. So there's that witch slap. Let's look at some more fresh 3s. We're not going to show mine. Mine's going to be in an attack strategy video. Mine should have been a 6-pack, but oh yeah, 98% 2 stars, the new thing. Let's look at Monish. Just kidding, man. I fat-fingered a jump and it costed me the entire raid. Must be better on execution. Monish is a new recruit. Let's take this time to give a little bit of shout out to him. Recently up from Ain't No Fang, our sister clan. I want to give a shout out on the video to Just Rex, the recruitment team. I can't pronounce your name. I'm going to try, but I'm going to call him Ali or Anoop is what I'll say. I'm probably mispronounced that, but that's my college try, bro. Serd and Blaze, Eli doing cameos down there, as well as ESQ. Really good leadership presence and development of the sister clan. And it's nice to see the new recruits come upward to wreck face. Doing a single jump because he gets a good return on investment for, we'll go to ×2. Single jump because he gets a good return on investment to the wall breaker. Slow it back down a little bit. Now that, because it's a little slow developing, and because he was able to do that, he's able to save a heal for his hogs. There's 14 of them. Smartly holds the heal because he's going to need it for the back end part down here where the mortar is. So he sprinkles in the hogs. Now he's got to put that heal down because it tripped over a bomb and it's going into splash damage. A little bit late on that, but he didn't lose too many hogs on it. Good reinforcement as the defenses are being distracted towards the queen and the golem. He sprinkles in the hogs and get the F out of there. So sprinkle. By the way, if you guys don't know what that's from, it's from Dave Chappelle, Killing Me Softly. He's I love Dave Chappelle. I got an 8.5 called F Yo Couch, so go figure. Sprinkling in the hogs here. He has one heal left. Might as well use it, man, because you can't heal dead hoggies. So he does heal that one. It's a good thing that they're become fully healthy coming into double point defense. So they get down one splash. Meanwhile, Gary the Golem here decides to reroute because he's a smart golem. He's that new ninja troop, that ninja golem. He's really not that smart. But we can pretend. Queen ability save for the end around high hit point storages. And of course he's going to win this battle. We'll go to ×4. Nice job, Monish. Good patience on holding those hogs, man. Money, 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 Monish. Monish. Money, 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 Monish. You guys, please no more singing. Maximus Frank. Are we going to end with you? PB Jr. You know what, bruh? We'll end with you two. We'll do you both. it's slap. I'm sorry. But look at this base. Why would you not do this? 2 jumps get you the whole base. Like, why? I didn't know. Here's why I'm picking Maximus, or Max. Brand new recruit. Again, straight up from Ain't No Thing. Does have a Town Hall 10, and last war did great. In fact, you guys might have seen his 10 V10 hog attack that was in the Town Hall 10 Academy video that I recently put up. So this is his Town Hall 9. Apparently he collects more accounts than someone that collects a lot of accounts. I don't know. Fill in the blank. He does the traditional that I see a lot of people doing with the heal for the kill squad. This is actually not a bad idea. It sustains the bowlers in the middle. He's got a really good eye for this, giving the healers just staying up around the edges. The witches are staying up and wrecking face and cleaning up everything behind him. He's got a golem in the core and a queen ability stew in hand and bowlers all the way on the back end. That's wrecked. The only thing I would nitpick about this, man, is you want to bring a max skeleton and not a level 3. The difference, a level 3 poison versus a max poison at the Town Hall 9 game really don't matter. But the level 1 skeleton versus a max skeleton, huge difference. You know, people are saying many things. You know what they're saying. I know what they're saying. I don't even know what I know that they're saying. Beautiful things. Bring a max skeleton. Queen dies. Go to ×2 here, nothing but cleanup, and the rest of the, I guess it's not the rest of, it's going to be cleanup. Whoop. Again, notifications. That's on me though. Don't be like Bisectatron and hate the people that are tagging you. I love you, Pat. And I mean that. So we'll bounce out here, nice witch slap Maximus, and then I just don't know why you're here. Are you not entertained? And let's go down to PB Jr., the illegitimate child himself. Doing a stoned hobo. You know, it just dawned on me, but I'll give him love on the next video because I'm sure he's getting the 3. Ost, or Ostavian. I don't know, the New Zealand Mamma Jamma. We got a lot of New Zealanders in our clan that are just representing for real. He had Ost that we're not showing did great this war. He has the highest hit point Town Hall 9 average right now, and it bothers me. Like, I legit want him to fail. Because if he fails just one... Actually, I failed this war, so he needs to fail twice. If he fails just one fresh hit, just one, I can regain my throne as hit rate leader. But no! Ostavia just has to be badass and lead the way. Yeah, I'm salty. I want to be as good as him. Anyway, look at this. Double jump. Hobo. Traditional with the rage for the kill squad bowlers. The question really is he going to use the heal on the bowlers, or is he going to save it for his hogs? Looking at that, he has his Golemites and his BK abilities still in hand. He does opt to use it. I think he was deciding if he wanted to or not. He does decide to use it on the bowlers. He still has 3 up in the middle, so that's a good return on investment, given that look how much more that they'll get out of this with some splash damage, a few point defenses with the Tesla. Meanwhile, the queen ability has to be used. She says hi to her ex-boyfriend, the BK, gives him a slap to the face, and then he sprinkles in the hogs and get their ass out of there. I like that he uses a single giant to tank on the way in. I believe PB Jr. is a mini. I'm kidding about the illegitimate child of Power Bang. Of course it's not him. Or is it? Dun, dun, dun. No, this is one of his minis. I think Kimbo is who he is in our clan. But really nice execution here. Just textbook stoned hobo. It's still very OP, especially with the love hogs we're getting. Nice job, man. We'll go to ×4. Whoop. And then we'll call that a video. I will show some more 10 on show the Town Hall 10 V10 in a separate video. It was mass level 3 miners. They're brand new at Town Hall 10. Us getting access to them, so it deserves a video all by itself. And another episode of Town Hall 10 Academy. Because a lot of people were hating on them, and I was like, I don't think you guys were using them properly, so you guys got to see this raid. It's ridiculous. And then, of course, there's another Town Hall 10 that got close, 99%. But you just might have to wait for the next Clash Achiever on that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all the raids and talking points. Again, good luck to Redline. Thank you for the war. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double, and I will check you next time.